Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So there's something that has been consuming my mind a lot more um, in the past, like maybe year and a half and stuff. And it's like relationships and stuff like that. The last couple of years, I've really because I'm not at university anymore, there's nothing really to distract me from thinking about this kind of stuff. Um, I've been really analyzing all of the relationships I've had, no matter what nature those relationships were. Like, so, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably read about how I've never actually been in like a traditional relationship. Oh my god, my voice. So, yeah, I've never had like that typical boyfriend girlfriend kind of deal. But I've had I've mostly kept everything light and casual and traveling around a bit more and seeing different cultures and seeing people marry so young and stuff like that and have kids so young. Last year I went to Bali and I saw that. And I've also never really been into the idea of marriage, and that's mostly because of everything that I've seen in my life since I became old enough to think about that kind of shit. Um, every relationship that I'd seen around me, my grandparents were the ones who lasted the longest, and that's only because that's the that's the culture that they were raised in, um and they weren't I don't think that they were truly happy with each other. They just tolerated each other and stuff like that. But growing up and seeing everybody lose their uh, partner and stuff throughout my family, it showed me a pattern that I couldn't avoid. So the older I grew, the more the older I grew, the less uh, the idea of marriage seemed appealing to me, and I'm still I don't know if I still hold that view. If I it's such a complicated thing for me to explain, because if I ever find somebody that I feel strongly connected to and they were the marriage type, I think I would be swayed to they could probably sway me to making that kind of commitment to them, which kind of does make me sound like a people pleaser. Um, but I don't usually sweat the small stuff, and I feel like if I truly love that person and that person wants to get married, it just, why would I say no to that, you know? But if I had a choice all on my own, I probably, I wouldn't want to. And in more recent times, as in like the last year, I've really been more work focused. I've just taken myself completely out of like chasing anybody. And I mean, there was one person I had like kind of weird feelings for, and I don't even know what exactly the hell I was doing with that situation. It was never like a mutual thing, so I don't know what happened to me that like during that time in my life, but I don't know. I feel like I'd never be the type to be in a traditional relationship where we have titles for it, and the end goal is marriage. And I feel like it's because I've been on my own for so long. It's almost completely fine for me to feel that way, I think. And like I can't imagine having somebody there that I have to like think about so much. I've had that like maybe once in my life, and when it came to an end, I was so destroyed that I don't think I ever want to feel like that again. Like I don't think that I would ever want someone to have that kind of like power over me again, to the point where if they say something, my whole day is destroyed. If they say some like, I don't know, the idea of relationships, like a real relationship without, I don't know what I'm trying to say. This video is a mess, but I want to be able to make it raw, so kind of like vlog style. And like I've noticed a pattern where I really don't like confrontation in any way. And I can't imagine doing that in like a romantic relationship. Because, you know, when somebody upsets you, you have to confront them about it. And I don't like doing that. And I feel like that's just, that's a very important part to like a romantic relationship and stuff. And that's why I'm so like terrified of that idea. Like, relationships, they kind of like they'd force me to be somebody that I'm not, honestly. Like, I don't want to have somebody there every single day. I don't want to feel smothered. I don't want to feel like I have to take care of another person other than myself all the time. And I feel like that kind of is what relationships are, because I've seen it. I've seen like people get into relationships that it just becomes their whole world. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to give my power to one person and only one person. And I don't think I could ever find somebody who understands that. And I get jealous. I get crazy jealous. So that's another thing that relationships do to me that just make me lose myself. You know? It just kind of like... It turns me into a side of myself that I know is there, but I don't want to be that person. Oh my god, my voice. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I think it's just like weird weather changes and stuff. Because like it was raining last weekend and I got drenched in the rain, by the way, while I was at work. And now it's like sunny and warm, hot again. This is the result of like drenched hair, Arazu, by the way. And like another thing that I've noticed about myself, so I was speaking about this before, but I don't think I explained it properly. It's that I hate confrontation. I hate telling anybody, really, that they hurt me or something, or they said something that upset me. And I know where that stems from. You know, childhood and stuff. The way I was raised. I was raised to, like, have very thick skin. To not really, like... And it's not like I wasn't raised in a loving environment. That's not what I mean at all. I mean, like with emotions, because I was raised by somebody who was very emotionless, so it was passed down to me, and I just like... I'm fine with positive emotions. If you make me happy, I'm gonna fucking tell you, but if you do something that I don't like, it takes a lot for me to tell somebody about it. I would literally tell everybody else, except the person who caused me the pain. Which I know, it sounds insane. It's not ideal, and I shouldn't be that way, but I feel like we all have our flaws, you know? And I can't be perfect in everything. I feel like if I were to look at myself from the outside in, I have so many good qualities that I feel like a couple of those bad qualities where I can't express myself properly to somebody that's hurt me, it's something that needs to be worked on, but I don't think that it deserves so much attention to the point where I need to like force myself to do something that I'm just not comfortable with, you know? I don't like telling someone, you hurt me, you did this to upset me, you made me angry. I don't like feeling like that. I don't like putting that on somebody else. I like to deal with it on my own. And I know that kind of sounds toxic. It doesn't sound like it's a very good idea in terms of keeping a healthy relationship going, but that's how I've been going with most of my friendships, you know? And it's completely fine. I guess maybe it's about the way that a person approaches me the first time I tell them how I feel about something. 'Cause if I tell somebody once something that was extremely hard for me, even if I say something like I love you, and they don't say it back or something like that, I can't say it again because I feel weird. I don't know. Does anybody else struggle with that kind of thing? I'm sure I'm not the only crazy person out there who struggles with this. There's no way that I could be. So if you are somebody that struggles with opening up in that way, let me know about that. Or give this a like, even. But I feel like waiting for that truck to go. But I feel like what I basically want out of a relationship, I'm coming to terms with this after years of like just trying to figure myself out. I don't want a boyfriend or anything like that. But I want someone that is there. And we have some kind of like partnership, commitment to each other, but we're not always going to be together. We're not always going to like be each other's world and stuff. We're going to have moments where we need to be separate from each other. We're going to have moments where we need detox. And we're gonna have moments where we want to be with each other like for a couple of months or a couple of weeks, you know. So I feel like that is the kind of relationship I'm looking for. Someone that won't smother me, but somebody that I know is there and that cares. And it took me a really long time to figure that out. So basically I'm going to be single forever because I don't think anybody's looking for this. So, I don't know. What kind of relationship do you guys think you want at this stage in your life, in your growth? Because I'm 27 right now and I think I've figured it out. Even though it sounds such a weird relationship to want to have. And if you like these kinds of videos, subscribe for more because I do at least 4 vlogs every week. And I do these occasional sit down and talks. As you can see throughout the rest of my channel. So, yeah, have a good day or night. Bye.